Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Hammer Drops. Yes, I know, I'm finally back. It's been a while. Boy, has it been a while. And it feels kind of good to be back. You know, I've been talking about and thinking about, wanting to take the show a different direction for quite some time now, because let's face it, when it comes to politics, I love talking about it. I love making people aware of, the crap that's really going on. But let's face it, man, it don't matter if you're left, you're right, you're center. They're all out to get us. They don't fucking care about us. And it's becoming really prevalent to this day. You have a Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, right, who says that he doesn't, he's not going to give any more funding to Ukraine. He's not going to give, until our borders are secured. And what does he do, man? He goes out, he sides with the left, gives Ukraine another $60 billion, money to Taiwan, money to fucking Israel, so they can all secure their borders. Well, guess what, folks? Our borders to the south, still wide open. We still have 10 to 15,000 illegals crossing the border daily. But, it's more important to secure Ukraine and Israel and, Taiwan, because, fuck our borders. We don't really fucking matter, And the sooner that people start to wake up and actually see what the fuck is going on and question what the hell's going on, instead of, believing the propaganda that your mainstream media is just spewing, it, you might actually get a fucking brain if you wake up. Heaven forbid that actually happens. So now our government, Joe Biden and his administration, they want to declassify marijuana and make it to, I think, what is it, class 3 or so. Basically, you need a prescription for it, like, Tylenol codeine. And now Chuck Schumer, after that announcement, 18 senators want to basically legalize marijuana. And there might be a lot of people out there like wondering why, but if you actually use your fucking brain, you can figure it out. They're buying votes, man. The Democrat Party knows it's over for them. Seriously, look at America. If you're okay with paying obscene amounts of money at the grocery store or for gas, and you're all going to sit there and say, well, it's the gas companies fucking gouging. No, it's not, man. It isn't the fucking gas companies. Maybe a minute part of it, but it has a lot to do with fucking Biden and the Democrat policies right now and the push for green. So, I mean, if you're okay with the high prices all across the board, then, you're a fucking idiot. I'm just going to say it right there, man, because let's face facts. I'm not okay with it. I'm sick and tired of fucking spending $300 a week in groceries for 2 fucking people. I'm sick and tired of paying fucking $4 a gallon for gas. I'm sick of paying, you want to go out to fucking eat? Fuck that, man. You're already spending so much money at the fucking grocery store. Going out to eat, man, it's like you take 2 people and it's going to cost you almost a fucking $100 just to go out and eat. Go watch a fucking movie somewhere, boom, you're dropping another 40 spot. But for all you fucking libtards out there and all you fucking dumb Democrats, you're okay with this for some reason because, let's face facts. Democrats, they're the house of the rich, man. Do you ever realize that? And ever ask yourself why they're so rich? I mean, how do you get in office, have nothing, and then all of a sudden you have millions? And I read a comment from a fucking lefty, and I'm surprised this dude's even a fucking lefty. I grew up with him, and he's like, well, it's all the insider trading. Yeah, that's part of it, but it's also all the fucking backdoor deals that these fuckers are making. But let's not touch on that. I mean, because, you got to make yourself seem like you're a fucking smart guy and you know what the fuck you're talking about when you absolutely have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Because it's the backdoor deals, okay? The backroom deals that they're making. It's when you start to realize that literally in Washington, D.C., they have a think tank, okay? And in this think tank, these people, of this group of lawyers are paid to come up with different laws every fucking day. And then they pick and choose. Once they can get a senator to sponsor this bill. And when the senator or congressman sponsors a bill, they get a kickback of money. But you don't, heaven forbid, you don't want to talk about this. Okay. So, and when they decide that they want to pass these new bills, these new laws and all that stuff, they wait for the perfect timing. They have bills and laws written up for any imaginable thing you can fucking think about. They had stuff for COVID already pre-fucking wrote prior to COVID happening. And yet, y'all want to sit there with your fucking head in the sand and just do. I don't care. But, the Democrats and the left, they're quick to call the right or conservatives fascists for whatever reason, when it's the conservatives that are trying to bring back jobs to the U.S., trying to, make the middle class mean something again, where the Democrats are making you try to lose everything. You'll own nothing and be happy. You'll be dependent on the government. Why do you think they're overloading the economy right now? Not only are they trying to buy votes, but let's face it, they're doing it intentionally, because the more strain on an economy, the quicker it is to collapse. We're literally living in a banana republic right now. Whether you want to believe it or not, we are. Okay. You have Joe Biden, who is going against what the Supreme Court has said as far as canceling student debt was against the Constitution. You're going against your own Supreme Court. Okay. The only time you do that is when you're a dictator. No good is coming out of this, let's, cancel out student loan. The only reason why you're canceling out student loans right now is so you can buy their votes, because all these Marxist kids that are going to college, being indoctrinated even more, you need them on your side, because you need them to spread your propaganda for you through these college campuses. Because heaven forbid if you don't have that, then it's not going to happen, And speaking of college campuses, isn't it ironic that all your Ivy League colleges are in Democrat-run counties and cities? Oh no, heaven forbid. No wonder why so many kids are indoctrinated when they go and come out Marxist. They believe that communism is good. Fun fact about communism is I would have to say about 90% of you that believe that communism is good are the first ones to probably end up with a bullet in the head when communist takes over. So, you can't make this shit up. And you don't use your fucking head, but you went to school. Which, let's get back onto this whole school thing and this canceling debt. And my problem with it is, number one, you're not teaching these kids the meaning of a dollar or even how to fucking pay bills. You're making them so they're dependent on the government. But I have hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loans and I can't do this because I have it. Well, was it me that told you to go to fucking school? No. You wanted to go to college. You signed the loan papers. You took out the fucking loan. Maybe you should be responsible for fucking paying that back. Not us. Because whether you want to believe it or not, that they're just, the bullshit lies that they're saying, that it's just, it's just dropping down on the wayside. Nothing's going to happen with it. It's not going to be put on anybody else. They're full of shit, man. Because it's going to come back on the taxpayers, and if it doesn't come back in the form of taxes, it's sure as fuck coming in the form of inflation. Again, let's touch back on what we just talked about, paying more at the pump, paying more at the grocery store, paying more for going out and enjoying yourself. You'll never enjoy yourself ever again because inflation's too high. This is the new norm, folks. What you're paying. They can change it, but they're not going to. While last year and the year prior, when all of these food processing plants were going up in flames by mysterious means, airplanes hitting them, they're going on fire and all that shit. Out west, you had thousands of cattle just, don't know what happened, just dead, the food chain's just being fucking knocked off to create famine and hunger. Then you have, a ship that literally turns into a fucking bridge. And, you want us to believe that those charges were electrical that were going off, right? Come on now. We can't believe that. But they want you to believe that. And a lot of you, a lot of people out there, a lot of these fucking little fucking lefties, they're going to believe that. Oh, it was an accident. Then tell me why, if it was such an accident, why is there with the black box, why is there those 2 minutes missing? Go figure, right? But I guess that's a conspiracy theory, and that's something for another day, right? Meanwhile, over there in Ukraine, they're all partying it up in Kiev, and I think this is why I have such a problem with this whole war in Ukraine and this nonsense in Israel. I have a couple problems with Israel and Palestine. We'll get into that. But remember when we had the war, Desert Storm and all that stuff, even in Afghanistan, you always had boots on the ground. You had reporters reporting. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen shit as far as news, like of the war. I haven't seen shit. There hasn't been anything on news anywhere for the, except for when it first started. Now there's nothing. And yet we're still pumping money there, Then let's get to this Israel and Palestine crap that's going on, especially here at home now. You got Jewish kids that can't go to college campuses because you have these fucking Marxist white kids, being all pro-Palestine. You do realize, you fucking idiots, that these are the same motherfuckers that on 9/11, when thousands of people died in the Twin Towers, and, remember? Maybe you don't, maybe because they don't teach you this in fucking school anymore. Well, the towers collapsed, okay? Here's a little history fucking lesson for you. Planes hit towers, towers collapsed. Well, charges went off in the towers too, but that's a different story. These towers collapsed, killing thousands of people, innocent people, for no reason. And this country that you are supporting right now in Palestine, we're all about saying, after that happened, death to America or Americans, and we're laughing about it. And here you are, you dumb fucking idiots, supporting them. Now, you have literally brought back, the racist crap against Jewish people for no reason. And now it's here at home, We're getting to witness how World War II started with the Germans and the Jewish people, and how what Hitler did to them and how they almost, wiped them all out. And here we are now in the United States with these college kids that are fucking dumb, holding these protests and these riots and all that stuff in pro-Palestine. Listen, if you're so fucking pro-Palestine, move there. See what happens. Chances are you'll get off the plane and you'll either A, be kidnapped, or B, you'll probably be shot on sight because you're a white kid. You're an American. They don't like Americans there. But yet, you dumb motherfuckers seem to think that they do. What are they teaching you guys in school now that make you this fucking dumb? I would really love to know. Do me a favor, if any of you fucking lefty little fucking dumb fucks are listening to this, or if any of my listeners know any of these people, these pro-Palestine fucks, pass this episode on to them. And when you do, and I hope you listen, I want you to email me at layak at thehammerdrops.com and tell me what the fuck they're teaching you in school to make you so dumb. I mean, literally, you're serious. I guess I can't be any more blunt than that, because you're literally wearing these stupid little fucking, whatever those fucking scarves they're calling. You're literally white kids in support of a country that hates America, but you want to sit there and call conservatives fascists. Here's another history lesson for you, and I've talked about this in other episodes as well. Look at how Mussolini got to power with fascism. and tell me, and then I want you to compare notes with Joe Biden, how Joe Biden's running the country right now. Okay? Because the Democrats, let's face facts, all right? The Democrats know they're going to lose, all right? And they're trying everything. They're pulling out every fucking little dirty trick they can. They are literally weaponized our judicial system to go after their leading political opponent in Trump. Now, I may not agree with Trump. He's a businessman. Businessmen are fucking sleazy little scumbag pieces of crap, and I get it. I'm not denying that. But what I am going to say is, at least with Trump running the country like a business and wanting to bring jobs back to America, I mean, I don't know about you, man. I would much rather have jobs here in America, here at home. I would much rather not have wars and us funding wars abroad, but that's not going to happen under Democrats, because the Democrats, they need all these things. They want all these things. They want chaos. Y'all have been had, man. For all of you guys that are following that believe the Democrats are the way to go, I just listed off some of the biggest donors. Let's not forget Oprah Winfrey. I mean, she's the biggest, one of the, a big donor to the Democrat Party too. I mean, come on. The Democrat Party is filled with nothing but rich people. Out of the richest of the rich, Elon Musk is the only one that doesn't donate to these guys. And he's not a Democrat anymore. He literally said he's no longer a Democrat. He's no longer donating to them, because of the policies that are going on. But I guess, that doesn't matter. I guess conservatives are still going to be fascists, right? That doesn't make sense to me. But, hey, it is what it is, I guess. I'm glad I didn't go to college and have to subdue myself to all of this nonsense that is, coming around, because that's exactly what it is. And I feel sorry for the next generation of kids, because they're not being taught true history. They're not being taught anything. And they're going to fail. They will fail, because history is literally repeating itself right now. If you look at Rome and how Rome fell, look at us today. Yeah, it's happening all over again. It's like they're using the playbook from World War II. They're using the playbook of Rome, and they're winning as far as that goes. But more and more people seem to be waking up and getting sick of it, to where now they have to really start doing other things. Hence now you got Trump in court, on these bogus charges. And of course, how is the man going to get a free trial in a heavily Democrat state, city, and county? Not to mention the ones that he's going up against are all funded by Soros. I mean, the deck is literally stacked against him. The guy's not going to get a fair trial, and they're trying to bankrupt him. They're trying to make him go broke, so in this way he can't essentially keep running, because he'll be out of money. And here's the fucked up thing: the more shit you're throwing at this guy. Oh, not to mention, sorry about this. I read that the House is trying to pass a bill that will literally make it to where if Donald Trump is convicted on any one of these crimes, supposedly, that he will lose his Secret Service detail. Knowing full well, if he loses his Secret Service detail, he doesn't have the protection like he's supposed to have under constitutional law. And, they're hoping that somebody will take him out. That's the end game, because they can't beat him in the courts. They can't beat him by trying to take his money. So, and especially now with the whole Truth Social, and now that's, publicly traded and all that stuff. I mean, the man is sitting on billions of dollars that he can't use yet, but very, very soon he's going to be able to. And that scares the bejesus out of the fucking left, because now he's going to have a lot more money to be able to fight all this shit and not have to worry about it. So the next end game is to get this law or this bill passed to take his detail away, in hopes that, we have another JFK incident on our hands, because that's just how our government rolls, So welcome to Banana Republic, folks. I mean, literally, that's what's going on, man. So, but hey, they want to as far as marijuana goes, I mean, here's another way. They're going to try to buy all the potheads out there and, Radio Land. They're going to try to buy your votes because they're, declassifying marijuana now. And now you got fucking Schumer over in the Senate and 18 others or 17 others that are trying to get a bill passed so they'll make marijuana legal, which, I'm all for the legalization of marijuana. I think it's great medicine. I don't think it should be used entirely just, for these stupid kids to go, oh, I'm going to go get fucked up, blah, 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 blah. Let's go smoke some weed. No, man. If you need it for, medical purposes, medicinally, then I'm totally for it. But if you're just some dumb shit that just wants to whatever, then yeah, maybe you shouldn't be like fucking smoking it or whatever. But it's just another avenue for the Biden regime to buy some more votes, I guess. So now you got that way. They're trying to get the potheads. They're getting the fucking college kids by, wiping out your debt because you're too lazy, too fucking lazy to fucking work. What's next, man? I mean, I don't think they could buy off anybody else. They're hoping for the unions, but I'm telling you right now, especially in Illinois, with what you just did to the fucking unions, you'll be lucky to get any of them union boys to vote for your ass, But I will say this, come the Democrat National Convention out here in Chicago, I still see it as where Joe Biden is going to be stepping down for health reasons or, whatever. I don't think Biden's going to run in 2024 or at least get the nomination. I think it's going to be Big Mike still, or maybe even Gavin Newsom. Either way, we're fucked if either one of those guys get in. So, yeah, I think, as much as you might hate Trump, you may want to just take the lesser of the two evils here and actually ask yourself why you hate Trump so much. Is it the lies that the left is spewing? I mean, the rhetoric's all over fucking Twitter, all over the news and all that stuff, without proven facts. You get, but that's neither here nor there, right? All right, folks, that's where I'm going to end it today. I can keep rambling on, but let's face it, I like to keep my episodes a little bit shorter so this way you guys aren't stuck in a car having to listen to this, in 2 sessions or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed the first episode back. I'm going to try not to do as much political stuff, but, something tells me that might not happen very well, but I'm going to do my best. You have my word on that. But so until the next time, remember, our government doesn't care about us. They never have. They never will. And I hope to God one day they shut the fucking border down before it's too late. All right, guys. You be good to one another. I'm out.